Probably should have done that before I started recording. Okay, so hi guys, it's Kylie again, finally. I know it's been over a month. I've just been, I say this every single time, I'm so sorry because I say it every time. Nothing ever changes, but hopefully that will change, like, now. I'm finally done working at my main job, so I'm only working 2 or 3 days a week at the gas station, so I literally have the entire week to sit at home and make videos, which is good because I have a couple that I would like to make. This is going to be kind of like a little update. It's going to be an update and a little mini room tour. The only reason I say mini is because the baby's room is my room. So a lot of the stuff in here, it's like my stuff as well. It's not just baby stuff. But I can show you guys around, show you some of the paintings that I did, and I finally have the crib set up. Well, I mean, I put the set in the crib. The crib has been sitting up for a while now, but I finally have it actually like put together and all the Nemo stuff is in it, so I'll get to show you guys that. I know I said I wanted to do like a little baby shower haul, but my baby shower was a little over a week ago, and I already have everything basically like put away and sorted through, so I'm not going to be doing that, but I can probably just show you guys like bits and pieces of what I did get, for the most part, and I can just talk about it too. If you guys feel like hearing me ramble for probably the next 2 or 3 minutes, or maybe 5, because once I start talking I don't stop. Oh God, I can't breathe. Whew! Yeah, we can't breathe, honey. Okay, so, yeah, the last video I recorded was 30 weeks, and now I'm 37, so it's been like 7 weeks. But about the baby shower, I got a lot of like really good stuff. Eric and I didn't really get anything that I really considered junk or didn't really like or want. Yeah, basically that. We just got a lot of good stuff. We definitely got a lot of bath stuff. We won't have to buy like any shampoo or wash or lotion or anything for months because we just have so much. But that's okay because that's something that we're going to use, and that's not really something the baby would outgrow, such as clothing. I just can't breathe. And that's like another issue I've been having. I can't really like expand my lungs because I'm carrying low, but she's so big and so high up that I can't breathe. So even talking gets me really out of breath, so I apologize if that like grosses people out. It's not my intent. I'm not trying to, but I don't really want to pass out, and I don't think that'd be a good idea. Anyways, we got a couple towels and washcloths. I already had a whole bunch. My cousins donated a lot of their stuff to me, so I didn't really need to put that much on my registry. And I can show you some of the stuff that they gave me as well. Some of the stuff they gave to me includes like a stroller and a car seat, which has 2 bases to it, so we can put a base in my car and a base in my boyfriend's truck. He has a truck, not a car. I have a car. And they also gave us a bouncer, a little mini high chair, and a portable booster seat. They also gave us a walker and one of those little vibrating chairs. They gave us some play mats. There's a lot of toys. They gave us a little hamper, which I have right here. The sooner I can get like a good camera and a stand for my phone, that would be great. I think we're okay. I think. camera might fall again, but oh well. As long as my screen doesn't break, I don't care. Oh yeah. They also gave us a couple monitors, a little lamp, lots of receiving blankets and bibs, and a lot of clothing too. They had a lot of clothes. So they pretty much started me off like really well. Oh, they also gave me bottles and pacifiers too. There's literally so much stuff. When my aunt brought this stuff over in her truck, there was so much stuff. Our entire downstairs was filled. So I can't really think of everything that they gave us, but they really started Eric and I off really well. So we didn't have to put that much stuff on the registry. It was just like extra stuff that we wanted, and like the crib set, obviously. Yeah. So back to the baby shower. So we just now I can't even get my thoughts in order. Oh my god. We got a couple blankets. Actually, we got a lot of blankets. I'm not gonna lie about that. We got a lot of clothes too, but for the most part it seemed like it was pretty spread out. I already went through all of that and cut the tags off and took the hangers off so my mom and I could get it washed, and I split it up into piles. I had a newborn pile, a 0 to 3 and 3 months, I think a 0 to 6 and 6 months, or a 3 to 6. I don't really remember anymore. Not that it matters because the piles are still down there, so I can just show you guys some of the outfits that we got. But the biggest pile we had was for the 0 to 3 and 3 months. That one was a little overflowing a little bit, but other than that, there was a decent amount of clothes for every other age range. So when the baby gets older, Eric and I still have a good start of clothes, and then we can just go and buy however much else we need. But as for right now, unless we see something that we want to get, we probably won't buy anything because we don't really have a need for it, and I don't really have the room for it. It's so hard to breathe. I can show you guys what I have going on in my closet. I guess that would be part of like the room tour. And I can, in this dresser here, I have the baby's clothes, so I can show you guys that. What else? We didn't really get many toys. There was only a couple, and I'm happy about that because she's not even going to be playing with toys for a little while yet, and my cousins already gave us a whole box of stuff, so I didn't really want any. So I was really glad we didn't get flooded with toys because I thought we would. I thought we'd get flooded with receiving blankets too, but we didn't. We only got like 3 packs of 5, which was, it's still kind of a lot, but I thought we'd get a lot more. What else did I get? I'll just walk through the house, and then as I come across stuff, I'll show you guys. So we'll make it simple like that. Okay, so I'm going to move along. Now I'm just going to talk about a quick little update about... Oh, I got a text. Hold on, I'm falling off the bed. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick little update on me and the pregnancy and how it's going so far. I don't really remember what all I talked about in my last update, so I'm just going to talk about some stuff that's been going on now. I've been getting a lot of leg cramps lately, like a lot more than usual. It seems like I'm getting them at least once a day, and it's always like on my calves, like in the middle, depending. It happens a lot in the morning. Sometimes I'll try and stretch my legs out and I get the shooting pain in the back of my calves and it really hurts, and then I gotta try and massage it to get the pain to go away. But that's kind of been happening to me at least like once a day or at least once every other day. So pretty frequently, and it hurts really bad. And my mom tells me to drink more calcium and eat more bananas, and I think I'll stick with drinking more calcium because I don't like bananas. They just, ugh. I guess I'll show you guys my belly quick. I know in my last video I inserted a little clip of my belly size, so I'll just show you guys now what it looks like. Okay, let me try and get on my tippy toes. Ah! Okay, so this is how big it is right now. My back is right here. This is my belly through my shirt. So yeah. And, oh no, light, can't see. Yeah, and this is how big my belly looks out of my shirt. As you can see, I'm not really like wide this way. It's just more like, you know, it's like, oh, hey, she's pregnant. So yeah, that's how big my belly is. It definitely, like, I don't know. I hope you guys can actually see this okay. But, oh well. So yeah, this is my belly. Ow, okay, and as soon as I pull my shirt down, she kicks me. I could have recorded that. You guys could have seen that. Really? Well, I have been trying for like months to record like a good video of her kicking, and I finally got one, so I can always include that in here. I think you guys would really enjoy seeing that, and I really enjoyed being able to record it. So yeah. Okay, moving along. I wanted to talk a little bit about my diet, but it hasn't really changed. Even now that I'm not working anymore, I still kind of eat the same stuff. Whatever my parents cook at home, I try and eat that. I drink a cup of milk every day. Sometimes I drink a cup of orange juice. Whenever there's fruit or vegetables here, I try and eat that first. I've mainly tried to like limit how much chocolate and candy and sugar I eat because, you know, it's not healthy and it's not good for the baby. So I've really tried limiting that, but it's getting really difficult for me. I'm finding myself eating like slightly more and more than I have been months ago. So I'm still trying to like work on that. I don't know if it's just because I'm cutting too much out and now I'm just craving it more, or if I'm just really wanting it because of the baby. Like, I don't know. But I try and at least eat a little bit every day, just to kind of satisfy that. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard for me to avoid eating junk food when I'm going to the gas station to work because I'm surrounded by junk food. The whole shift, I'm constantly walking around just eyeballing everything because I just want to buy it. But, so I'll give in sometimes when I go down there and I'll pick something up that's not healthy. But yeah. And I've also been drinking Gatorades too. Yeah. I've really gotten into Gatorades for some reason. I never used to like them, but now I do. I don't know if that's just a pregnancy thing, but I think they're really delicious now. At least it's a good drink, no caffeine or whatever, so I'm good with that. Okay. I'm gonna have to go check my notes and see what all I wrote because I know I put more topics to talk about, but baby brain, I can't remember. Okay, so I've been having weekly appointments now for the last 2 or 3 weeks. And at my weekly appointments, they've been measuring my stomach growth, I guess, when they go from like up here right under your boobs to like down here. You can't see where my hand is, but they measure like, yeah, they measure this, your belly, to make sure your baby is growing good. And even though I know some of you might be thinking I'm like really small for being 37 weeks, yes, I am, but there's nothing wrong with me and there's nothing wrong with the baby. The doctors have not once said anything to me about my size or the size of my belly. You know, everybody, I'm gonna get a little crazy right now because when I was working at the liquor store, I constantly, when people saw that I was like starting to show, they'd ask how many months I was or how far along I was, and when I tell them, they'd be like, oh, you're so tiny. Yeah, I know I am, but that's just like my body type. I'm not a very big person, so I'm not going to have a huge stomach. And this is my first child too, so it's not like my muscles or whatever. I think it's just muscles. I want to say joints, but I know that's not the right word. Like my muscles aren't loose, I guess you could say, from having a previous child. So it's not like I'm just gonna, as soon as I start showing, or as soon as I'm pregnant, I'm not just gonna start showing right away. So it's perfectly normal and fine and natural that I'm the size I am. Well, it's normal and fine that my belly is the size that it is, for all those reasons. The fact I'm a small person, it could also have something to do with the fact that I have been an athlete, and I haven't had a child previously. So, you know, everybody's different. Everybody, you know, carries their babies differently too. You know, if you're carrying high or low, it's just different. It just depends on how your muscles are. So I'm really glad I'm not working down there anymore, because I just got tired of people commenting about that to me. And it got to the point where I just wished people wouldn't even bring it up. You know, yeah, here's your money. Okay, get your stuff and get out of here. Don't bother talking to me about this because you're going to piss me off. And my mom, when I would, sorry, I got another text. Okay. I told my mom about it, and she was like, well, just smile and say thank you. So I was like, oh, it's gonna irritate me doing that, but I did it anyways. Whenever people would say about my stomach being so small, I'd just be like, oh, thanks. You know, because at least it's a little bit better than people going, oh, you're so huge, because I guess people said that a lot to my mom, which is kind of offensive. So yeah, my belly size is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with me, nothing wrong with the baby. So, also, yeah, so I've been having weekly doctor appointments, and I just recently, my last 2 appointments, I am now being like hooked up to this monitoring stuff. They put this one thing, they put 2 like little circle things on my belly. They put one on to record the baby's heartbeat. And then they put another one on to, I can never think of the right way to word this stuff, and the last thing I want to do is confuse you guys if you don't know anything about this. But they put one on to track the baby's heartbeat, and then they put another one on to track like any cramps or contractions that I might be having. And I guess the reason for doing this is it's something about like that whole like resting heart rate thing. So whenever there's a lot of activity, the baby's heart rate goes up. It's kind of like if you're climbing stairs. You know, you start at the bottom and your heart rate's like here, and then as you go up, your heart rate like picks up a little bit, and then once you get to the top and you stop, then it tapers off back to normal. That's basically what they're doing, just to make sure that the baby's heart is doing what it's supposed to do, I guess. So I'm gonna have to do that at every appointment until I give birth, because I guess once they start doing that, they don't stop. Makes my appointments an hour long, so yeah. So that's what they've been doing. I guess I'll talk about my weight gain a little bit. When I started being pregnant, no. When my pre-pregnancy weight was 113, and my weight right now is 139. It was 140, but I guess I lost a pound. But that probably has to deal with when I was eating too, because the week that I was 140, I was eating pizza before I got there, and then last week when I was 139, I wasn't really eating very much. Whatever. So yeah, I've gained like a little less than 30 pounds, which really isn't that bad, because I guess if you're like the normal weight, you're only supposed to gain between, I think, 35 to 45 pounds. I think I haven't really been worrying about that too much or thinking about it, because again, the doctors have never said anything to me as to if there's anything wrong. They've never said, oh, you're not gaining enough weight, and they've never said, oh, you're gaining too much weight, so I just don't, whatever. I go in, step on the scale, everything's fine, so that's that. Okay, there was one other topic. Oh no, there was two. I want to talk about movement quick. Her movement, I don't remember what all I said about this in my last video, but her movement now is, she's head down, and her feet are constantly like up here in my ribs. I'm constantly getting kicked up there, and I think I'm actually starting to get sore, because around this area, whenever she's like pushing her feet or her knees out at me and I try and push it back in, it really, really hurts. So I kind of wonder if I'm internally bruised. And sometimes if she's like thundering around inside me and she like knocks into my ribs, I'll feel them pop. So yeah, I think I might have a very strong baby. Yeah, it's a little scary sometimes, kind of hurts, but hey, as long as she's healthy and fine, that's all I care about. Yeah. But other than that, she's been head down since I've been about 30 weeks, and the only reason I know this is because I remember when I made that video, I was talking about her feet being up here. I don't know if I knew that was her feet at the time, but at my last couple appointments, the doctors have been feeling my belly to see like where she's at, and the doctor kind of confirmed my thoughts of her feet being up here and then her back being like over here and then her head being down. So she's been head down since at least week 30, which is a little early, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, because it just means she's at least ready. She hasn't flipped at all, and let's hope and pray that that doesn't happen, because yeah, I don't really want that to happen. So yeah, Chloe, if you can stay head down until you come out, well, that'd be great. Ugh, there's a little bit of baby barf with that one. Ugh, yuck. That just reminds me, that's been happening like rather frequently. Even if I eat a little bit, I feel like I'm constantly trying to hold like puke down when I have to burp. Probably the last like 3 or 4 weeks, I've slightly been getting heartburn and indigestion, if I even pronounce that word correctly. Feels like I'm so not in the camera. Okay. I've only gotten that occasionally, just a couple times, and it's really sporadic and random too, but when I get it, I just hurt like so bad up here, and I feel so full, and it just, it's so uncomfortable to do anything. But again, it's really been sporadic, and I haven't really got it recently. Let's hope it stays that way because I hate when that happens. Yeah. The last thing I want to talk about before I move on is, like my emotions and my feelings and everything. I feel fine for the most part. I'm kind of just like tired. And I think that's just because I'm getting towards the end and I'm having a lot of difficulty sleeping. I'm constantly up throughout the night, going to the bathroom or rolling over. My sides, especially my left side, is so sore and tired from laying on it all the time. Which is the side you're supposed to lay on, technically, to get the most blood flow. So occasionally I'll roll over to my right side, and then my right side gets sore, and then it's like, oh, gotta go back to my left side so I can actually sleep. And it just, I haven't laid on my stomach for months. And sometimes I'll have like a couple nights where I'm just having like a weird night, and I'll roll over onto my back. And then I really regret when that happens, because when I wake up the next morning, there's just so much weight up front that it pushes down on everything inside of me, and it hurts. So I try to not lay on my back to go to sleep for that reason. And my hair looks like poop. Okay. So, yeah, other than that, I've kind of been feeling fine. I think I picked a good time to take my leave from work because I just can't. The last week I was there was such a struggle to stay on my feet. Even just standing at a register, not doing anything or moving, I had such a hard time. And my last day there, I was so glad to be going home and never going back, because my feet are killing me. I've only had a tiny little bit of swelling. My feet, I'm not going to show you guys because you're going to look at my feet and be like, "Nuh-uh, Kylie, you're full of crap. Your feet aren't swollen at all." But to me, they are. They are just a little bit more than normal. My ankles are a little bit swollen. My calves feel different. They just feel more stumpy. And it's not really anything you can see. And especially compared to how I used to be, you know, my parents don't really see too much of a difference. My mom has made a comment about, it was just recently, like the other day, she just made a comment about my feet do look a tiny bit chubbier, but for being 37 weeks, I'm doing phenomenal. When she was pregnant with us, she already had swollen feet for weeks, if not months. Oh God, I gotta pee again. Okay, do I even want to talk about that? I don't know. Yeah, sure, why not? We're all friends here. So slightly embarrassing, but I guess there's this saying about barefoot and pregnant. I've never heard of it before, but my dad was talking about it. And the only reason that came up is because my feet literally smell so bad sometimes that we all just want to die. And this is really difficult for me to talk about because it's so embarrassing and I hate it so much. And for like weeks, I didn't know what to do about it. I just figured, you know, maybe I wasn't changing my socks often enough. So I changed them I was changing them every single day. I was trying to not wear socks, which is slightly difficult when it's cold outside. So it's going to be cold inside. Well, eventually I took my shoes off around my parents, and they managed to not die, but my dad gave me this powder that he uses for his feet, and he just told me, you know, try to not wear socks, put lots of powder on your feet, and it'll either absorb or like stop the sweat from happening, which causes the odor, which is true because whenever I'd wear socks and then I put like my moccasins on or whatever, or my work shoes, I could feel my feet like sweating, which is weird because they've never really done that before. I would always wear a pair of ankle socks, which is what I'm wearing now. It's the only thing I can wear now. And I would wear my tall black socks, and they come up to like your mid-calf. I would always wear those, you know, to keep my feet warm, and my feet never really sweated or anything. And just recently, you know, and by recently, this has probably been going on for at least 2 months, maybe a month and a half. And it got to the point where I stopped wearing my ankle socks, or not my ankle socks, my black socks, because I thought maybe they were causing my feet to sweat too much. Well, even just wearing my really thin ankle socks, my feet are still sweating. So I started using that powder, and it's really helped a lot with my feet. I kind of don't do it as much as I probably should because I have such a difficult time getting down to my feet because of my belly. But other than that, they don't smell as bad as they used to. So yeah, since we're all friends, I figure I could share that with you guys, that very embarrassing story. So yeah, I wonder if there's anything else. I think that was all that I wanted to talk about. I'm at 8 minutes right now. I know this video is a whole lot longer, so I think I'm just going to break it into different videos. This video will just be an update. I'm going to make another one right away since I have time. And I'm going to do a little room tour. I'm going to show you guys the crib and everything. I'm going to walk around, show you guys what I got from the baby shower that I still have sitting out. I'm gonna make a separate video, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm packing for my hospital bag. I basically have the whole thing done, which is good. It's about time. I basically have the whole thing done. There's just a couple things that I can't really put in yet. So I know in the note that I made for the stuff that I wanted to put in, I have about my phone and my charger, you know, because I'm pretty sure everybody would want to take that. However, that stuff can't go in my bag right now because I need my phone and my charger. So yeah, stuff like that. But that will be a separate video too, and I can kind of show you guys what's going on with my diaper bag. So yeah, those are my plans. I'm probably just going to go and do that right now while I'm, you know, making videos and everything. Taking a break from all the work I've been doing because I've been getting a lot done. So yeah, if there's any questions that you guys have, please feel free to ask me, whether it's sending a message or sending a comment. And if there's anything you guys want to see, then just send me a message or a comment and let me know. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Try to talk faster so I can hurry this up. So yeah, if there's any other questions you guys have, if there's anything you're wondering about, please feel free to ask me. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. So yeah, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Join this awesome group of friends that we have. And also, while I just remembered, I'm so surprised and happy that my last video is currently at over 400 views. I have no freaking idea how it got that many views because I haven't viewed it 400 times. And my videos recently, like, I'm lucky if I get 100. So if you're part of that crowd that is viewing my videos so much, and you know, you're raising my views and everything, please subscribe, you know, because you must like what I'm doing. So yeah, subscribe, like this video, and that'll kind of just let me know to, you know, keep doing what I'm doing, keep coming out with this baby stuff, because I guess it seems like it's pretty popular among you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the impression I'm getting. So if you guys like that stuff, I'm gonna keep doing it. I gotta pee before I pee my pants. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Love ya. Bye.